Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for video number 2 of the night, right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and as always, subscribe to this channel and all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. But don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. Because if you do, you miss out. And sucks for you. So, like the video, share the video, comment, leave questions, jump in the chat, and act a fool, and all that other good stuff. And that's all I gotta say about that. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell. Damn it. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And before we start, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsor for this video. And it is Dr. Stewart's Orange and Cream Soda. Yummy. Tastes just what you like you think it is. Orange creamsicle. And yes, it is cream soda. Not that cream, but cream. Good old-fashioned cream soda. Best stuff in the world. This is good stuff. But that's all I gotta say about myself. That's our sponsor for this episode of the show. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, on this Thursday night, March the 11th, 2021. Like I said, this is my second video of the night. Check out my rant, my latest rant about the whole AEW Tony Khan Girl on Cinema situation that's been going on in the world. I talked a little bit about Wrestling Otaku getting flagged for doing a video on her and bashing her and all that other stuff. And others have, others have done videos on Girl on Cinema and bashed the living crap out of her. WJ did a video. Jerry, I think WJ and Jerry did a video on the Wrestling Juggernauts channel, and WJ talked about last night's AEW as well, so coincided with the video. So check out WJ and Jerry on the Wrestling Juggernauts channel. You understand? So check it out. And that's all I got to say about that on the Wrestling Juggernauts channel. All right, but on this channel, the Peter Gilmore YouTube Wrestling channel, the greatest channel in the world, on this Thursday evening, it is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Dynamite review for March the 10th, 2021 from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. All right, this is the fallout from Revolution, which, like I said, if you haven't followed my channel, you can go back and watch my AEW Revolution thoughts. You understand? My thoughts. So check that video out a couple videos ago, and that's basically all I got to say about that. So check it out. That's that. All right, so this is the fallout from Revolution, which was an okay pay-per-view. Sucky ending, but we all know that. That's why Tony Khan got a lot of heat. Kenny's got a lot of heat. The company's gotten heat over it. But so this is the fallout, and now on the road to whatever comes next. Next week is the St. Patrick's Day, so they're having a St. Patrick's Day smash or bash, smash, bash, whatever. So got some good matches on that show, and one in particular I'll talk about at the end of the show. But that's all I gotta say about that. So the chat room's open, so if you want to talk about Dynamite last night or anything else, come on down. Like, the price is right. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's begin. So if I get this on to eat. and maybe take a nap, do something else. All right. Dynamite was a pretty decent show, even though it had a couple of segments that kind of cringy. The Kenny Omega segment with the Good Brothers and Don Callis, and the start of it and end of it was pretty good. That was the start of it was cheesy and corny, and then the ending, the end of it was pretty good. But the whole show was pretty damn good, and we start off with our first match of the night, because as always, we don't start with fucking segments like the WWE does, do we? We start off with it's all about action. God damn it! Start off with the first match of the night. Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks, the AEW Tag Team Champions, take it on. Well, I can't my arms, but I'm going to try my best. Phoenix. That was bad, right? Yeah. I can't roll my R's. Can you? Rose is gonna roll me up for a 1, 2, 3 in a little bit. Take my title. So anyway, so we got Rey Fenix and Matt Jackson. Rey Fenix and Pac, part of the not the Bang Triangle, but the Death Triangle. Along with our good friend Pentagon Jr., the man who has zero. Does the Spanish commentary with Alex Marvez. And I will talk about Pentagon in a little bit. So they won the casino, the first ever casino tag team battle royale, beating a whole bunch of other teams to win a future tag team title shot against the Bucks, who retained against MJF and Mr. Chris Jericho of the Inner Circle. So we get a singles match. We get Pac and Nick Jackson next week. I don't know. We'll see. This match was, the start of the show was great. This match between two high flyers and tech wizards, whatever you want. But great match to start the show. They start off with some chain wrestling, some counter wrestling, some wrist locks, some like 1905 wrist locks, by Rey Fenix, and they go back and forth. And Matt comes back with a snap and a wrist lock home, but then he gets hit. Drop kick. Calls for a of strength. And Phoenix like, okay, let's do it. Or as Mr. Paul Stanley says, let's do it. And so he tries for the test of strength, gets kicked in the gut. And then Matt Jackson tosses Phoenix into the ropes. Rey flips over. And then does some flippity dippity doos into an arm drag out of the ring. Goes for a dive, but Matt moves. Goes. Changes course, goes on the apron to hit a hurricanrana on the floor. That's pretty impressive. They go back in, and Phoenix hits springboard clothesline, which sends Matt out again. Then a springboard dive to the outside. Then they go back in the ring again. Rey goes in for another dive over the ropes on the mat. So a lot of flippity dippity doos. And if you don't like flippity dippity doos, then you suck. So I know in hits a forearm to the back, then knocks in a 1921 sleeper with a body scissors, and they roll into a bunch of pinning it. Phoenix kicks out, then he kicks Matt in the head. Matt gets up and gets set in the corner, and then Phoenix with a old-fashioned knife edge chop. Then he does some more flippity dippity doos by both men. Then they chop the living crap out of each other on the second rope. Rey goes for a hurricanrana, but Matt turns it into a second rope powerbomb. Then a jackknife pin gets near fall and then Rey Phoenix goes out of the ring. Matt falls out, picks him up, slams him back into the apron. and pushing him into the ring. Then he hits a springboard sound splash for a near fall. And Ray tries to escape the ring, but Matt pulls him in, hits a double axe handle. Just starts going to work on him. Then he locks in a crossface. He hits him with a crossface, excuse me. Ray gets to his feet, starts fighting to the chest, and a whip into the ropes. Matt ducks. And then he locks Ray Phoenix in a wheelbarrow into a slam. He picks up into a powerbomb position, goes for the powerbomb. Ray reverses it for a roll-up, but Matt steps through, goes for the shooter. But Ray gets to the ropes really quickly. Then Matt starts smacking on his back, turns him around on the corner, punches him before charging into boot by Ray Phoenix. Phoenix leaps and stomps Matt in the corner. Then he hits a springboard dropkick. Goes for a fireman's carry, but he's like, "Ow, my back!" And then goes for a punch, but Matt dodges it. It's one of them, and they kata. Almost got her. Both men are down, and referee Rick Knox is like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." And then he starts counting, gets up to 4. Both men get up, about 6. They go back and forth. The fans going nuts. Yes, fans. Even though there was, the fans at ringside are mostly the people from Dark and Elevation. Phoenix hits a spin wheel into a Monotori lock. That looked pretty sick. Slams Mount. And then Matt on the stage. Ray gets on the rope, grabs him, but Matt fights back. Goes for a suplex, but Phoenix slips out. Phoenix with a shot. He runs the ropes, but Matt dodges. Matt goes for a move. Phoenix turns it into a Canadian destroyer, or a Mexican destroyer, since he is from Mexico. Both men end up on the outside. Matt then hits a destroyer on the outside, on the mat, you know what I mean, on the floor. Then they're about to get counted out. Well, Phoenix is about to get counted out, and Pac's like, "Get up, you idiot!" And Phoenix finally wakes up and gets in about 9.9999999. Matt gets on the top rope, leads off with a big elbow drop, covers for a near fall. And we see SCU, Kazarian Daniels watching on, as Matt, the sharpshooter. Phoenix is about to tap, caught in the middle of the ring. And he's struggling. Finally gets to the ropes. Matt pulls him back, goes for the sharpshooter again, but Phoenix kicks him off. Then Matt dodges. Phoenix kicks Nick on the outside by accident. Whoops. Matt gets pissed. He dodges the clothesline, dives out of the ring, and then he hits a super kick on Pac, laying him out. And then Matt and Phoenix go back in the ring. They go back and forth. Phoenix takes over, Matt pushes him into the turnbuckle. Phoenix ends up with a German suplex throw. Matt with one of his own. Phoenix goes into the ropes, comes back, goes for a roundhouse kick, missed it. Matt hits a super kick and knocks Phoenix down, but Ray kips up right away. I mean, he got boing, 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 kicked right back up. Then they go back and forth again. Phoenix with a kick. Matt catches it, and then they each hit dual super kicks to each other's legs. Matt with the tombstone, goes for the tombstone, gets reversed by Ray Phoenix. He hits his version of the tombstone. Ray Phoenix picks up the win in a pretty damn good match. I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. Great way to start the show. And afterwards, they look at each other. Pac's like, going with, like going like this, and Nick's like, giving him some respect. So like I said, probably we'll see Nick Jackson and Pac go at it. Should be a match with those two guys, and then when the tag team title match happens, which will probably be on a special edition of Dynamite. I don't think it'll be at the next pay-per-view, which I think is Double or Nothing. That match will be sensational. Probably another 4, almost 5-star classic. But we shall see what happens with that, and we will move on from there. And that's that. So, like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars for that, and we will move on from there. All right, then we go to a segment with a good buddy Eddie Kingston at his house, I guess, and I talked about.
10 minutes.
Huh?
I need to go over there. Dinner in 10 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna try to summarize this up, so because you're gonna eat. It is what it is. So, at Eddie Kingston's house, John Moxley's there. They're chilling by the fire, about to have some peanuts or something. Eddie talks about, the botch explosion at Revolution. He felt some post PTSD. Talks about being in Rikers and stuff like that. I think for doing his whole violent trip he had, beating up Mia Yim and all that other shit. I think he got arrested for domestic violence. Fucking idiot. That's why Mia Yim dumped his ass and went to keep smart. Not anything Eddie Kingston, but you hit a woman, and if I even done it myself, well, I should be in jail, but no, I'm not. It is what it is. Talk about, he talks about Kenny, and he puts his hand over the fire. He's, oh, my hands are on a scarred from video games, Kenny. You think this is funny? And then Mox's like, I don't think this. I'm wearing a nice shirt. This is all I got. I got almost blow up. Blah blah blah. Then he talks about maybe more explosive volcanoes and what great scientists made fucking doing a exploding barbed wire match. Then they talk about Mox is like, I think you tried to blow me up, and then Eddie's like, well, he's the Joker, you're Batman. Mox is like, tells the Good Brothers and Kenny, if you're gonna flash a weapon, you better use it. And that's basically it. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, pretty much is it. And we move on. All right, let me get to your quickest match of the night. Oh, well, if you want to take a piss, you couldn't. Match number 2, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, taking on Lee Johnson, everybody's favorite jobber. Yeah, basically, Lee Johnson is the jobber of AEW, next to the people on Dark, but in Elevation. But it is what it is. So Cody beats this guy with the figure 4 in about 40 damn seconds. And that was it. So bing, bang, boom. If you needed to go to the bathroom, you missed it. By the time you finished pissing or taking a shit, the match was over. So that was it. So Cody wins, and then Tony Baloney gets in the ring. Got some questions, and they had some mic issues on the stage. Tony asked Cody about his shoulder. Cody's like, I don't want to talk about my shoulder. I want to talk about losing the Face of the Revolution ladder match to Sky. And then he gets cut off by our good buddy Pentagon Zero Miedo. And he leaves the Spanish announce table, starts talking in Spanglish. Well, he's talking in Spanish as Alex Marvez has to translate for us because we don't know Spanish. Basically, he tells Cody to shut up. Says he's the king of Lucha Libre, well, the Lord of Lucha Libre, because we all know the king of Lucha Libre is Mil Muertes. Basically. And the official channel of Lucha Libre is Lucha Libre Telemundo Televisión Excelente. Studio Pentagon Zero Medio. Okay. Anyway, so Pentagon says if Cody's the prince of pro wrestling, then he's the Lord of Lucha Libre. Right? And he's like, Cody, get Lord Revolution. And Penn tells Cody he's locked in, focused on holding Cody's arm even more because he would hurt it so bad he wouldn't be able to pick up his newborn baby girl that Brandy's about to pop out in a couple of months. So Cody gets pissed. And he rushes over the barricade, goes after Pentagon, and then basically the entire front row of the where the the wrestlers were. They start coming out and they start breaking it up, and that's it. And we find out that next week, St. Patrick's Day Smash, we will have Cody Rhodes on Pentagon Zero Miedo, and I guess this is gonna be Cody's goodbye or about the pop. I don't know, or he's gonna take some time off to be with Brandy as she's about to have their kid. So Pentagon's probably gonna break Cody's arm. He's gonna snap it like he's done in Triple A and in Lucha Underground. The collector of bones, as Matt Striker used to call him. So we'll get that. So that's it. So we'll see what happens with that next week. So I gave the aftermath of that 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, back to the arcade. We're gonna play some video games. No, Kenny's not there to show us the newest AEW video game trailer. We got Chucky T and Orange Cassidy, the best friends, and they're at the arcade. Orange Cassidy's playing Fast and Furious Supercars, and he's not even playing; he's just like sleeping. And one more match with Vito, and Sabian, because they lost at Revolution. And Chuck is Butler, but Orange is like, I got a great idea. Let's put some video games around the ring, and we're gonna put your heads through them. So basically, we got a video game death match. Why not just have people dress up as zombies and then all of them dress up like freaking characters from Resident Evil or Final Fantasy? So yeah, we're gonna have a video game death match, street fight. Okay, whatever. So we got that. So I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars, and let me move on from there. All right, then we get, once again, Tony Baloney on the stage, and as always, with Tony, he has his best friend, the man Cold Sting, comes out, talks about the street fight dramatic match, which they won, of course, and getting the win. But then he gets interrupted by Lancer and our good buddy Roberts. And Lancer just like, why, I'm wasting, and reclaim it. He's like, he never made much more than his time. Tony says this is Sting's time to talk, and then Lancer just offers his time back. It's like, okay, you can have your time. And then Sting's like, well, see you next week. And that's it. So it looks like we're going to get a Sting-Lance Archer match, or a feud or something. Should be okay. 61-year-old Sting going up against a monster, the man that says that everybody dies. So we'll see that. We'll see that, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there.
It's ready.
All right, I'm gonna summarize this in about 5 fucking minutes. All right, then we go backstage, and QT Marshall wants to talk about Lee Johnson. He says his emotions got the best of him on Sunday, but now he's focused, blah, blah, blah. Get to the match with him and Ethan Page, and we had so much audio issues. They had NBA shit going on. Really pissed me off. Tony Khan got pissed, obviously. Anyway, Ethan Page wins with the good old-fashioned Razor's Edge. 1, 2, 3, Ethan Page wins his second match in AEW. Match was all right. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Page goes after him, and then Dustin Rhodes comes out as QT Marshall just looks on, and Dustin's like, "Dude, you gonna help me here?" And then QT's like, "Fuck you guys." That's it. All right, then we see Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page, and he has a lower as he's spending Matt Hardy's money. He says he bought but 6 bottles of whiskey and some help public education, because education is important. Like you people in this fucking community need to get an education. Then we see the Dark Order come out, minus Anna Jay, who just got surgery on her shoulder. Hopefully, she has a speedy recovery. So they hop on the lawnmower, and a Paige drives off, and then well, sadly for Mr. Number 5, he gets left out. So suck to him, and that's that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get again Tony Baloney, and he's about to bring out good. But before Christian comes out, we see Kenny Omega's dancers come out. The 4 members of the Jacksonville Jaguars cheerleaders. So Kenny comes out, the Good Brothers and Don Callis. And they cut a promo talking about how Kenny is now the king of the death match. Blah blah blah. Kenny's the greatest man who ever lived. Basically, Don Callis sucking Kenny's what. And Don talks back. Huh? I think if you know Kenny Omega, because he's bisexual. So I lost my spot. Okay, so Kenny jokes that no, not everything is going according to plan. Don says that he and Kenny have taken a lot of heat because of the botched explosion. Don will neither confirm or deny whether they had anything to do with that, but there will be that took away what us fans, which was the entire arena blowing up. But Don says whether the ring blew up or not, Kenny won. And Kingston look like a bunch of idiots, and they walk out with the AEW title. Then Kenny says, "I'm getting goosebumps," and blah blah blah. Just thinking it would have been what would have been what would have been shut up if John blew up the ring, if John Moxley was in the ring and the ring blew up. But it's just a sweet to see him embarrassed and blah blah blah. Hold on, I just lost my spot again. They call Moxley a loser. Damn it, I lost my spot. And they talk about Eddie coming out. It was like a cherry on top of a sundae to rescue John. Basically dry humping him in the middle of the ring with the sparklers going off. And then here comes Eddie Kingston, and he's pissed. But he's outnumbered as we got like a 4-on-1. But Eddie's like, I don't care, 4-on-1, I'll still kick some ass. And then Don talks about, Eddie, we know we have some history together. That's from Impact Wrestling. I didn't know he did that, but I thought Eddie just left the company. Blah blah blah. He said Eddie had it all, but his emotions got to him, and he couldn't get the brass ring and stuff like that. And Don's like, just because I like you, Eddie, I'll give you 10 seconds before we kick your ass. Then we get the countdown, like what happened at Revolution when the 2 minutes. Wait, 2 minutes. We get the countdown, and the countdown before the ring would blow up, which wasn't hardly unnecessary. They start mocking Eddie. Omega gets on the mat and it's like, Don, 69 me, Don, look, 69 me. I'm like, oh my god. Just getting really, ugh. Anyway, then they get up and it was kind of corny. So Omega's like, okay, Eddie, I'll give you a free shot because you don't have the balls to do it yourself. Balls to do my boom, smacks Kenny in the face. So then the Good Brothers attack. Moxley out. So it's basically a 3-on-2. and they go at it, and then Christian comes out, walks out slowly, looking at his peeps. Then him and Kenny go to stare at Jack a little bit, and Kenny points to Matt like, "This is a ring." Kenny's like, "Who wants to shake Christian's hand?" He's like, "I'll shake your hand." And Kenny's pissed, goes for a cheap shot. Christian sets him up for the Unprettier, and then Don Callis pulls him out of the ring. Christian grabs the world title, stare, and that's it. So, and then from there we find out that next week we got the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, taking on Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley in a tag match. So I gave all that 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, I'm gonna summarize the next few things because I gotta eat. Match number 4, Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and my good friend, my 18th wife, Maki Ito, who says, "So these motherfuckers," and they take on Hikaru Shida, Ryo Mizunumi, and Thunder Rosa. Not that Rosa, but Thunder Rosa. And Maki Ito was singing her theme song. You know, it was funny. Wow, everybody's beating each other up. That was funny. But in the end, Rebel has a crutch. Gives it to she tries to hit Thunder. Rosa sends her off the apron, and then she hits a spike pile driver, I believe, on Maki Ito. 1, 2, 3. They get the win. And then afterwards, Britt Baker comes from behind, hits Thunder Rosa with the crutch, then knocks in the lockjaw, knocking her out. So we got an unsanctioned lights out match. Anything goes. Main event between Thunder Rosa and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And that's it. So I gave that match 2 out of 5 stars. All right. Then we go backstage with Matt and Private Party. Now, Matt, I got a new one. I'm good. I got enough money to ape first. Then he introduces Butcher, Blade, and Bunny as his new acquisition. Private Party does not like it, and then Matt says, "We're gonna destroy the Dark Order next week." So it's gonna be like a tag team. Well, next week they all of them face Bear Country and Jurassic Express in a 10-man tag team match. Whoop-de-damn fucking new. So the whole thing with the Matt Hardy brand and the Dark Order continues on. We'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get the match number 5 for the TNT title, Scorpio Sky and Darby. Darby gets the win with a 1922 roll-up after a counter. So Darby retains. I lost my damn.
I'm done serving.
I'm almost there. I'm just about getting there. So Darby retains. Match was pretty damn good. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. So Darby retains. Darby tries to, get a handshake. Sky. But Sky's like, I don't want to. They kind of fist bump a little bit, and then Darby slaps Scorpio on his back, and Scorpio's like, "Motherfucker!" And beats him up, hooks in, and then grabs Darby, like locks in the heel hook. And I think he broke his heel, broke his leg or something like that, because Darby was screaming in pain.
I'm done serving.
Okay, shut up.
Then close it up.
Suck my dick. Shut up. All right, that's that. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. All right, the War Council with the Inner Circle and MJF. Basically, Sammy Guevara came back, and then he showed a video of saying that we need to cut the head off the snake. Basically, trying to get Jericho out. Joe's like, "Oh, really? What? Well, we're gonna kick you out. You're fired, MJF." So they kick MJF out, and they're about to beat his ass. And then MJF's like, "Well, while I was in the Inner Circle, I was forming my own faction." And then Sean Spears and FTR and Tully Blanchard come out, come out, the crap out of them, bust. They
Making me mad. I already said I'm done serving.
All right, shut up. All right, so they bust Jericho open, put him through the stage, and that's it. So we got a new 4 Horsemen still against the Inner Circle, and we'll see what happens with that next week, and that's that. So I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go eat. So good night.
time is it?
8:46.